1490 WLCX, real news and great conversation for La Crosse. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
For Civic Media News, I'm James Kelly. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers shared his thoughts on balancing the economic potential of data centers and protecting the state's environment this week. In a wide-ranging press conference on Monday, Governor Evers said he believes striking that balance between economic growth and keeping climate change in check is possible for the state. Placing fair regulations on the data centers has some bipartisan support in the state legislature. A Republican-proposed bill seeks to ensure nearby ratepayers aren't on the hook for additional energy needs. A Democrat-proposed bill seeks to require the data centers to report their energy and water usage to the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin. That bill would also establish renewable energy usage requirements and sustainable building standards. Local residents and environmental groups have raised numerous concerns over the energy and water usage of the sites, as well as concerns over groundwater and air contamination. A Marquette Law School poll found a slight majority of Wisconsinites think the costs of data centers outweigh the benefits. Wisconsin Eye has officially launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise the money needed to resume their state capital programming. The nonprofit is seeking to raise a total of $250,000 to cover 3 months of their operating budget. The service was shut down last month due to a lack of funding. In addition to losing access to live streams of things like assembly hearings and committee meetings, Wisconsinites also lost access to thousands of hours of previous official state proceedings, campaign events, and interviews. As the nonprofit continues to raise the funding needed to resume their operations, some lawmakers are proposing the creation of a state-run replacement for the service. A bill proposed by Democratic state lawmakers would establish the Office of the Public Affairs Network through the Department of Administration. The state would allocate $2 million a year for the service, providing residents with continuous coverage of legislative floor sessions, press conferences, executive branch proceedings, and Supreme Court hearings. For Civic Media News, I'm James Kelly.
The Badgers win at the buzzer. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. Men's basketball, Wisconsin over Minnesota, 78-75 in Minneapolis. The Badgers' John Blackwell with a three-point shot at the buzzer for the win.
I just went to my go-to move, Hezzy 3. And honestly, it looked good when it came off the hands. And I held it up and then, give Glad all the glory for letting me go in.
Up next, the Badgers host Rutgers Saturday at 1 o'clock. Marquette losing on the road to St. John's 92-68. The Bucks blown out at home 139-106 by the Timberwolves.
No excuses. We just didn't have it. We were flat. I thought our guys tried at the beginning of the third quarter to fight back a little bit, but when you dig yourself that big of a hole, every basket, every turnover, anything hurts. So I actually probably should have pulled the plug earlier because I just thought we were flat. I didn't think we had anything tonight.
That's Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A clearing sky for today and breezy but colder. Steady temps close to 20. Mostly clear tonight. Cold again. Lows 5 to 10. Snow ahead for Thursday and Friday. The wind will pick up and colder temperatures will move into the area.
That's your La Crosse News Roundup from WLCX. Find more news anytime at lacrosseeagle.com. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.